If you like my purple blanket, blink twice. Hello! I'm a mess. Get it together, Brenna. Middle grade fiction refers to books written for readers between the ages of 8 and 12. I'm 22. If you read middle grade too, I got some recommendations for you, okay? I have a lot. I would count them, but I'm kind of lazy right now. It's been a long day. So I'm just gonna... Starting with the Candymakers. This is the sequel to the Candymakers. I don't have the first book because I read it from the library. Candymakers is about some kids that go into a competition to create the world's best candy. You have Logan, Miles, Daisy, and Philip. It's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, guys. It hooks you from the start, and I didn't think that any middle grade is written in this way. And it's... The second book is just as good. It has magic added in it as well. It'll just have you so invested the whole story. It's amazing. The next book I have to mention is Judy Moody Was in a Mood. I love Judy Moody everything. I watch Judy Moody's Not Bummer Summer every single summer just because of the vibe. This book is about Judy Moody entering the 3rd grade, and she's not really excited about it. She's really dramatic and she has an attitude, and it's just Judy. Her 3rd grade teacher assigns the class a me project, and they have the whole year to work on it. Pretty sure they have the whole year to work on it. It's just her pretty much going on her adventures to find stuff for her me project. This one has pictures in it actually. This is just the cutest little book. I'm sorry, my light is just too bright. This is another one of my favorites. It's called The Next Best Junior Chef. There's 4 kids in here: Ray, Tate, Caroline, and Oliver, and they're all competing to be the next best junior chef. Unlike the Candymakers, these kids are on TV. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. You get to see like the cooking classes they take, you get to see them off set, and you get to see them on set. I personally was rooting for Caroline in this book, but if you ever read this book, let me know who you were rooting for. I don't have the next book. It was called Cardboard Kingdom by Chad Sell. Cardboard Kingdom is an amazing graphic novel, and I don't even like graphic novels like that. Cardboard Kingdom is about kids in the summertime, and they're using their imagination and building this whole kingdom full of cardboard. It's like they go into another world and they become good guys and bad guys and monsters, and it's the cutest ever. The diversity is incredible. I have another one of his graphic novels. I had to do it. Guys, I had to do it because Cardboard Kingdom was just that good. The illustrations are incredible. I just want to let you know Doodleville was also really, really good. It's pretty much about this girl that really likes to draw, and all these kids are in like a drawing class. All their doodles, whenever they jot it down on paper, they come to life. But this girl in specific in the middle creates a good guy, but it turns out to be this monster that like destroys the whole Doodleville world. And they're going the whole story like trying to solve the problem and trying to get them to be good again. Again, a lot of diversity. There's always like this hidden like coming of age theme in Chad Sell's graphic novels that I really, really love, because it's like fun, but it's also deep at the same time. This is like one of my favorites because it involves Bigfoot. It's called Lemons by Melissa Savage. This girl named Lemonade is a city girl, but her mom dies, so she goes to live with her grandfather in the straight up country. When she's living with her grandfather, she befriends this boy named Tobin. Tobin is a flop. He's just the best. Tobin is part of this Bigfoot Detectives Incorporation that he created by himself and is the only employee. He's working for himself, but he pretty much spends his days looking for Bigfoot, and he's like, Lemonade, you're hired, you're gonna work for me. They're pretty much spending their whole summer looking for Bigfoot. Such an adventure. I love it so much. Tobin is me. I am Tobin. Tobin is my spirit animal. Like, we love him. We love Tobin. Ooh, next, Judy Blume's Double Fudge. I saw this book for like $1 at the thrift shop, and I was like, let's do it. There's a lot of books in the series of this, but you can read them all as standalone. Double Fudge is particularly about this boy named Fudge and how he's obsessed with money. His obsession with money is just hilarious, and it's really that simple. Let me read you the first line of this book. When my brother Fudge was 5, he discovered money in a big way. Hey Pete, he said one night as I was getting out of the shower, how much would it cost to buy New York? If that doesn't hook you, I don't know what will. So this one is a mess. It's called a 13-story treehouse. A total mess, like I said. It gives you like really Captain Underpants vibes. It's really, really funny. These 2 kids, they create a whole 13-story treehouse. And again, there's a whole series where the next one is like 26 stories and the next one is like 30 stories. Let me just show you, child. That's their treehouse. You see that mess? A bowling alley, a man-eating shark tank, a lemonade fountain, a giant catapult. It's crazy. Super fluff. It's just gonna take your mind off things. So this is my most recent read of middle grades. It's called Mr. Stink by David Walliams. Walliams. Wow. Walliams. Anyways, child, these illustrations give me Ronald Dahl vibes. This is about a girl named Chloe. Chloe's just a little girl that gets bullied. One day she meets Mr. Stink, and Mr. Stink is like really, really smelly hobo in the town that nobody wants to talk to. She befriends him, and after like 3 conversations with the dude, she thinks that it's a good idea to move Mr. Stink into her shed. Just move him in there, like, hey, you could live there. the story spirals from there. The last one I'm going to recommend to you is The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, the junior edition. Tom is the biggest troublemaker ever. Like ever. He is really only focused on having fun and girls when he's supposed to be focusing on school, but you can't make a wild child be a proper boy. He's obviously having his adventures with his buddy Huckleberry Finn and some others, and there's like this big crime that goes on in the city, and Tom Sawyer is right in the middle of it all. If you want to read like the classic, all condensed in simpler words, definitely try this one out. And those were my middle grade recommendations. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any recommendations of your own, comment them down below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.